Catherine Matilda Swinton, known professionally as Tilda Swinton, stands as one of cinema's most enigmatic and transformative figures. Born on November 5, 1960, in London, England, she has carved an unprecedented path through the entertainment industry, defying conventional categorization and consistently challenging audiences' expectations. Her career spans over 4 decades, encompassing experimental art films, mainstream blockbusters, fashion photography, and performance art, making her one of the most versatile and respected artists of her generation. Tilda Swinton was born into a family steeped in Scottish aristocracy and military tradition. Her father, Major General Sir John Swinton of Kimmergame, served as a distinguished military officer and later became Lord Lieutenant of Berwickshire. Her mother, Judith Balfour Killen, came from an equally prominent family with deep roots in Australian and British society. This privileged upbringing provided Swinton with access to elite educational institutions and cultural experiences that would profoundly shape her worldview and artistic sensibilities. The Swinton family lineage traces back centuries through Scottish nobility, with the family seat at Kimmergame House in the Scottish borders. This ancestral connection to Scottish heritage would later influence Swinton's fierce advocacy for Scottish independence and her deep appreciation for Celtic culture. Growing up in this environment exposed her to classical literature, fine arts, and international perspectives that broadened her understanding of different cultures and artistic traditions. Her childhood was split between Scotland and England, allowing her to develop a complex relationship with British identity that would later inform her political activism and artistic choices. The family's military connections also exposed her to discussions about international affairs, conflict resolution, and social justice issues that would become central themes in her later advocacy work. Swinton's formal education began at Queen's Gate School in London, followed by Fettes College in Edinburgh, the same institution that later educated future British Prime Minister Tony Blair. However, it was at New Hall, Cambridge, now Murray Edwards College, where she truly began to develop her artistic voice. She studied social and political sciences, graduating in 1983 with a degree that reflected her lifelong interest in social justice and political activism. During her university years, Swinton became deeply involved in experimental theatre and performance art. She joined the Cambridge University Theatre Company and began exploring avant-garde performance techniques that would later become hallmarks of her professional work. Her university productions often featured unconventional staging, gender-fluid casting, and politically charged content that challenged traditional theatrical conventions. Cambridge also provided Swinton with exposure to influential professors and fellow students who shared her passion for pushing artistic boundaries. She formed lasting friendships with future filmmakers, writers, and artists who would later collaborate with her on various projects. The intellectual rigor of her academic program combined with the creative freedom of university theater created the perfect environment for developing her unique artistic voice. Her thesis work focused on the intersection of politics and performance, examining how theatrical presentation could be used to challenge existing power structures and promote social change. This academic foundation would prove invaluable throughout her career, providing theoretical framework for her instinctive understanding of how performance could serve as a vehicle for cultural critique and transformation. After graduating from Cambridge in 1983, Swinton immediately threw herself into London's alternative theatre scene. She joined Traverse Theatre Company in Edinburgh, where she began working with innovative directors who shared her commitment to experimental performance. Her early theatrical work was characterized by its willingness to explore controversial subjects and employ unconventional staging techniques that challenged audience expectations. One of her first significant theatrical roles was in The Man of Mode at the Traverse Theatre, where her commanding stage presence and ability to embody complex characters immediately set her apart from her contemporaries. Critics noted her unusual combination of aristocratic bearing and rebellious energy, qualities that would become signature elements of her later film performances. During this period, Swinton also began exploring performance art, participating in installation pieces and experimental presentations that blurred the lines between theater, visual art, and social commentary. These early experiments with form and content established her reputation as an artist willing to take risks and challenge conventional artistic boundaries. Her theatrical work caught the attention of Derek Jarman, the visionary filmmaker who would become her primary collaborator and artistic mentor. Jarman was immediately struck by Swinton's fearless approach to performance and her ability to embody both masculine and feminine qualities with equal conviction. Their initial meeting marked the beginning of a creative partnership that would define the early stages of her film career. The Derek Jarman era, artistic partnership and breakthrough. Derek Jarman's influence on Tilda Swinton's career cannot be overstated. Their collaboration began in 1985 with Caravaggio, Jarman's biographical film about the Italian Renaissance painter. Swinton played Lena, a complex character that allowed her to showcase her ability to convey deep emotional truth through minimalist performance techniques. The film's success established her as a serious dramatic actress and introduced her to international art house cinema audiences. Their partnership continued with The Last of England, 1987, an experimental film that served as a scathing critique of Thatcher-era Britain. Swinton's performance in this film demonstrated her willingness to engage with politically charged material and her ability to convey complex social commentary through physical performance. The film's fragmented narrative structure and unconventional visual style provided the perfect vehicle for Swinton's experimental approach to character development. War Requiem, 1989, further solidified their collaborative relationship and showcased Swinton's ability to work within highly stylized, almost operatic contexts. Based on Benjamin Britten's composition, the film required her to convey profound emotional depth while working within strict formal constraints. Her performance demonstrated remarkable discipline and artistic maturity, earning recognition from critics who praised her ability to balance intellectual rigor with emotional authenticity. Perhaps their most significant collaboration was Edward II, 1991, Jarman's radical adaptation of Christopher Marlowe's play. Swinton's portrayal of Queen Isabella was revolutionary in its complexity and political subversion. She transformed what could have been a conventional historical role into a fierce examination of power, sexuality, and gender dynamics. The film's contemporary political commentary, delivered through period costume and setting, showcased Swinton's ability to bridge different historical periods and make classical material relevant to contemporary audiences. Their final collaboration, Blue, 1993, was perhaps their most experimental and emotionally challenging work. Created as Jarman was dying from AIDS-related complications, the film consisted entirely of a blue screen while narration explored themes of mortality, love, and artistic legacy. Swinton's involvement in this project demonstrated her deep personal commitment to Jarman and their shared artistic vision, even as they faced the tragic reality of his declining health. Following Jarman's death in 1994, Swinton continued to pursue challenging roles in independent and art house cinema. Her choice of projects reflected her commitment to working with visionary directors who shared her interest in pushing cinematic boundaries and exploring complex themes through innovative storytelling techniques. Orlando, 1992, directed by Sally Potter, became one of Swinton's most celebrated performances and established her as a major force in international cinema. Based on Virginia Woolf's novel, the film required Swinton to portray a character who lives for centuries and transforms from male to female. Her performance was praised for its grace, intelligence, and ability to convey the fluid nature of gender and identity. The role showcased her unique ability to embody both masculine and feminine qualities convincingly, making her one of the few actors capable of such a demanding transformation. The success of Orlando opened doors to collaborations with other innovative filmmakers. She worked with Jim Jarmusch on The Limits of Control, 2009, a meditative thriller that emphasized atmosphere and philosophical reflection over conventional narrative structure. Her performance in this film demonstrated her ability to create compelling characters within minimalist storytelling frameworks. Her collaboration with Luca Guadagnino began with I Am Love, 2009, where she delivered a tour-de-force performance as Emma Recchi, a Russian woman married into an Italian industrial family. The role required her to master Italian and Russian languages while conveying the complex emotional journey of a woman discovering her true desires. Her performance was universally acclaimed for its emotional depth and technical precision, earning her numerous awards and establishing her as a master of international cinema. A Bigger Splash, 2015, her second collaboration with Guadagnino, further demonstrated her range and commitment to challenging roles. Playing a rock star recovering from throat surgery, Swinton had to convey complex emotions primarily through physical performance, as her character could barely speak for much of the film. The performance showcased her ability to communicate through subtle gesture and expression, proving her mastery of cinematic acting techniques. Hollywood success and mainstream recognition. While maintaining her commitment to art house cinema, Swinton successfully transitioned into mainstream Hollywood productions without compromising her artistic integrity. Her entry into big-budget filmmaking was strategic and selective, choosing projects that offered opportunities to bring her unique perspective to larger audiences. The Beach, 2000, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, marked her first major Hollywood production. Though the film received mixed reviews, critics consistently praised Swinton's performance as Sal, the complex leader of a utopian community. She brought psychological depth and moral ambiguity to what could have been a one-dimensional role, demonstrating her ability to elevate commercial material through intelligent performance choices. Her breakthrough mainstream success came with Michael Clayton, 2007, directed by Tony Gilroy. Playing Karen Crowder, a ruthless corporate attorney, Swinton created one of cinema's most memorable villains. Her performance was both terrifying and sympathetic, revealing the human cost of corporate ambition while never excusing her character's actions. The role earned her the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, cementing her status as a major Hollywood talent. The Marvel Cinematic Universe provided Swinton with her most commercially successful role as the Ancient One in Doctor Strange, 2016. Despite controversy surrounding the casting decision, her performance was widely praised for bringing gravitas and mysticism to the superhero genre. She approached the role with the same intellectual rigor she brought to her art house work, creating a character that was both otherworldly and deeply human. Her work in The Chronicles of Narnia series showcased her ability to create memorable characters in fantasy settings. As the White Witch Jadis, she brought regal menace and tragic depth to what could have been a cartoonish villain. Her performance helped ground the fantasy elements in emotional reality, contributing to the film's success with both children and adult audiences. Collaboration with the Coen Brothers and contemporary masters. Swinton's work with the Coen Brothers represents some of her finest contemporary performances. In Burn After Reading, 2008, she played Katie Cox, a federal marshal caught in a web of espionage and adultery. Her performance balanced comedy and drama while creating a fully realized character within the film's ensemble cast. The Coens utilized her ability to convey intelligence and neurosis simultaneously, making her character both ridiculous and sympathetic. Hail, Caesar! 2016, allowed Swinton to showcase her comedic timing in a completely different context. Playing twin gossip columnists Thora and Thessaly Thacker, she demonstrated remarkable versatility by creating two distinct characters with different personalities, mannerisms, and vocal patterns. The performances highlighted her technical skill and commitment to character development, even in supporting roles. Her ongoing collaboration with Bong Joon-ho began with Snowpiercer, 2013, where she played Minister Mason, a grotesque enforcer of the train's rigid class system. The role required extensive prosthetics and vocal modification, allowing Swinton to disappear completely into the character. Her performance was both physically demanding and emotionally complex, contributing to the film's success as both entertainment and social commentary. Okja, 2017, her second collaboration with Bong, showcased a completely different side of her range. Playing Lucy Mirando, the CEO of a multinational corporation, she created a character that was simultaneously childish and calculating. The performance required her to balance corporate satire with genuine emotional moments, demonstrating her ability to navigate tonal complexity within challenging material. Personal life and family relationships. Swinton's personal life has been as unconventional as her professional career. She was in a long-term relationship with playwright John Byrne from 1989 to 2003, with whom she had twins, Honor and Xavier, born in 1997. The relationship was notable for its intellectual partnership, with both artists supporting each other's creative endeavors while maintaining independent artistic identities. Her approach to parenting reflected her progressive values and commitment to individual expression. She raised her children in a multilingual, multicultural environment, exposing them to diverse artistic traditions and encouraging their own creative development. Both Honor and Xavier have shown interest in the arts, with Honor pursuing acting and Xavier exploring music and visual arts. Since 2004, Swinton has been in a relationship with German artist Sandro Kopp, who is 18 years her junior. Their relationship has been characterized by mutual artistic support and shared political activism. Kopp, a painter specializing in Skype portraits and contemporary figurative work, has created several paintings featuring Swinton as subject, documenting their relationship through visual art. Remarkably, Swinton has maintained close relationships with both partners, with Byrne, Kopp, and herself forming an unconventional but stable family unit. This arrangement reflects her commitment to redefining traditional relationship structures and creating new models for family life based on mutual respect, shared values, and individual autonomy. Throughout her career, Swinton has been a vocal advocate for numerous political causes, using her celebrity status to promote social justice and progressive political change. Her activism has been consistent and principled, reflecting the political awareness she developed during her university years and early theatrical career. She has been a strong supporter of Scottish independence, participating in campaigns and public events promoting Scottish sovereignty. Her advocacy for Scottish independence stems from her belief in democratic self-determination and her concern about Scotland's representation within the United Kingdom's political structure. LGBTQ+ rights have been another central focus of her activism. Having worked closely with Derek Jarman during the height of the AIDS crisis, she developed a deep commitment to advocating for LGBTQ+ equality and HIV/AIDS awareness. She has participated in numerous benefit events and public campaigns promoting LGBTQ+ rights and supporting organizations providing services to affected communities. Environmental activism has become increasingly important to Swinton in recent years. She has spoken out about climate change, participated in environmental protests, and made personal lifestyle changes to reduce her carbon footprint. Her environmental advocacy extends to her professional choices, as she increasingly considers the environmental impact of film production when selecting projects. Her political engagement also includes support for refugee rights, opposition to military intervention, and advocacy for arts funding. She has participated in protests, signed open letters, and used her public platform to draw attention to these issues, demonstrating consistent commitment to progressive political causes. Beyond her film career, Swinton has become a significant figure in fashion and style, known for her androgynous aesthetic and willingness to experiment with unconventional looks. Her approach to fashion reflects her broader artistic philosophy, treating clothing and appearance as forms of creative expression, rather than mere vanity. Her collaboration with fashion designers has produced some of the most memorable red carpet moments of the past 3 decades. She has worked with avant-garde designers like Haider Ackermann, Rick Owens, and Chanel's Karl Lagerfeld, creating looks that challenge conventional beauty standards while maintaining elegant sophistication. Her influence extends beyond fashion to broader discussions about gender presentation and beauty standards. Her androgynous appearance and willingness to play with masculine and feminine visual codes have inspired countless individuals to explore their own gender expression and challenge binary thinking about appearance and identity. Photography has provided another outlet for Swinton's fashion and artistic expression. She has collaborated with renowned photographers like Wolfgang Tillmans, Tim Walker, and Stephen Meisel to create iconic images that blur the lines between fashion photography and fine art. These collaborations have produced some of the most striking and influential fashion images of the contemporary era. Throughout her career, Swinton has maintained her commitment to performance art and experimental projects that exist outside traditional entertainment industry structures. These projects reflect her continued interest in pushing artistic boundaries and exploring new forms of creative expression. One of her most famous performance art pieces was The Maybe, 1995, where she slept in a glass box at the Serpentine Gallery in London. The piece, which she has recreated several times in different locations, explores themes of spectatorship, vulnerability, and the relationship between artist and audience. The work demonstrates her commitment to challenging conventional boundaries between performer and spectator. Her ongoing collaboration with Cornelia Parker has produced several innovative art installations and performances that combine visual art with theatrical presentation. These projects allow Swinton to explore different aspects of her artistic practice while working within gallery and museum contexts rather than traditional entertainment venues. She has also participated in numerous film installations and experimental video projects that exist primarily within art gallery contexts. These works often explore themes related to identity, memory, and the nature of cinematic experience, allowing her to continue pushing artistic boundaries while working with cutting-edge artists and curators. Swinton's career achievements have been recognized with numerous prestigious awards and honors from around the world. Her Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for Michael Clayton was just one of many accolades recognizing her exceptional talent and contribution to cinema. She has received multiple BAFTA awards, including recognition for both her supporting and leading performances. The British Academy of Film and Television Arts has consistently acknowledged her contribution to British cinema and her role in promoting innovative filmmaking. International recognition has included awards from the Cannes Film Festival, Venice Film Festival, and Berlin International Film Festival. These honors reflect her global impact and the respect she has earned from international critics and industry professionals. She has also received honorary doctorates from several universities, recognizing her contribution to arts and culture. These academic honors acknowledge not only her artistic achievements but also her intellectual approach to performance and her influence on contemporary cultural discourse. While primarily known as an actor, Swinton has also explored opportunities to work behind the camera as a director and producer. Her directorial work reflects the same experimental approach and commitment to innovative storytelling that characterizes her acting career. She co-directed The Seasons in Quincy, Four Portraits of John Berger, 2016, a documentary about the influential art critic and writer. The project allowed her to combine her intellectual interests with her filmmaking skills, creating a work that was both personally meaningful and artistically significant. Her production work has focused primarily on supporting innovative independent films and experimental projects. She has used her industry influence to help finance and promote films that might otherwise struggle to find commercial support, demonstrating her commitment to maintaining diverse voices in cinema. She has expressed interest in directing more narrative features in the future, though she has been selective about potential projects. Her approach to potential directorial work emphasizes the same artistic integrity and innovative vision that has characterized her acting career. Cultural impact and legacy. Tilda Swinton's impact on contemporary culture extends far beyond her individual performances to encompass broader discussions about gender, identity, artistic integrity, and the role of celebrity in society. Her career has consistently challenged conventional thinking about these issues while maintaining the highest artistic standards. Her influence on younger actors, particularly those interested in experimental and independent filmmaking, has been profound. Many contemporary performers cite her as an inspiration for pursuing challenging roles and maintaining artistic independence within commercial entertainment structures. Her approach to aging in Hollywood has also been influential, as she has refused to conform to conventional expectations about how older actresses should behave or appear. Her continued pursuit of challenging, complex roles well into her 60s demonstrates alternative models for sustainable artistic careers. She has also influenced broader cultural conversations about family structures, relationship models, and personal autonomy. Her unconventional personal life has provided an example of how public figures can maintain privacy and authenticity while challenging social conventions. In recent years, Swinton has continued to pursue diverse and challenging projects that showcase her versatility and commitment to artistic excellence. Her work in The French Dispatch, 2021, reunited her with several frequent collaborators while introducing her to new creative partnerships. Her performance in 3,000 Years of Longing, 2022, demonstrated her continued ability to anchor complex, fantastical narratives with emotional authenticity. Working with director George Miller, she created a character that was both intellectually rigorous and emotionally vulnerable, proving her enduring relevance in contemporary cinema. She has also continued her activism and public engagement, using her platform to address current political and social issues. Her response to global events and social movements reflects her continued commitment to progressive values and social justice advocacy. Her upcoming projects promise to continue challenging audiences and exploring new creative territories. She has expressed interest in working with emerging filmmakers and exploring new storytelling technologies while maintaining her commitment to artistic integrity and innovative performance. Swinton's career has helped redefine possibilities for unconventional actors in mainstream entertainment while maintaining the highest artistic standards. Her success has opened doors for other performers who don't fit traditional Hollywood molds, demonstrating that audiences appreciate intelligence, authenticity, and artistic risk-taking. Her approach to character development has influenced acting pedagogy and critical discourse about performance. Her technique, which combines rigorous intellectual preparation with intuitive physical embodiment, has become a model for actors seeking to balance commercial success with artistic integrity. She has also influenced discussions about star persona and celebrity culture, demonstrating how public figures can maintain privacy and authenticity while engaging meaningfully with cultural and political issues. Her approach to fame has provided an alternative model to conventional celebrity behavior. Her international career has helped break down barriers between different national cinemas, demonstrating how actors can work successfully across linguistic and cultural boundaries while maintaining consistent artistic vision and personal authenticity. As she enters her 7th decade, Tilda Swinton shows no signs of slowing down or compromising her artistic vision. Her continued selection of challenging, innovative projects suggests that she will remain a vital force in contemporary cinema for years to come. Her influence on younger generations of artists, activists, and cultural figures ensures that her impact will extend far beyond her own career. The alternative models she has provided for artistic success, personal authenticity, and political engagement will continue inspiring future creative professionals. Her body of work represents one of the most consistent and innovative careers in contemporary entertainment, spanning experimental art, independent cinema, and mainstream success while never compromising core artistic principles. This achievement alone ensures her lasting place in cinema history. The questions and possibilities she has raised about gender, identity, performance, and artistic integrity will continue generating discussion and exploration long after her active career concludes. Her contribution to these ongoing cultural conversations represents perhaps her most significant and lasting legacy. Tilda Swinton's extraordinary career represents a singular achievement in contemporary entertainment and culture. From her early experimental theater work through her current status as an international cinema icon, she has consistently challenged conventions while maintaining the highest artistic standards. Her influence extends far beyond individual performances to encompass broader cultural discussions about identity, authenticity, and the possibilities for alternative approaches to career, family, and personal expression. Her legacy will undoubtedly continue inspiring future generations of artists, activists, and individuals seeking to live authentically while making meaningful contributions to culture and society. In an entertainment industry often criticized for its conformity and commercial priorities, Tilda Swinton stands as proof that artistic integrity, intellectual rigor, and personal authenticity can not only coexist with professional success but actually enhance and sustain it over decades of creative work. Through her fearless approach to challenging roles, her commitment to progressive political causes, her innovative approach to personal relationships, and her consistent support for experimental and independent art-making, she has created a body of work and a life example that transcends entertainment to become a significant cultural force. Her story continues to unfold, promising future chapters that will undoubtedly prove as surprising, inspiring, and artistically significant as everything that has come before.